This is Lee with 82 Game and 12 here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75. And this could be the final video of the Vimeiro Battle Scenario 4 with the Glory and Empire First Victories, Wellington versus Napoleon, Lock and Load Publishing, designer Terry Dougherty. So we've got the 1400 turn, and if you saw the last video, I was discussing how if the British are able to gain the initiative, I believe they're going to be able to basically turn the French left and get in behind the French. So that would put an end, I think, to the battle itself, with the slow disintegration of Huno's forces, unless he immediately pulled back toward Toledo. So let's get started with the command phase, or segment, command segment, and see what happens. Of course, we don't have to worry about the weather. So we have the initiative phase. So let's roll. See what we get. And of course, we have a 7 and a 1. So that's going to give the British the initiative that they need. And with Wellesley's +3, that gives them 10, which will give them 2 orders. So they'll be able to give attack orders to the 2 brigades that they need to be attacking. And then with Huno, with only a +2, they end up with a total of 3. So they only have 1 order. However, they can roll for orders through initiative. So and so the 1 order that the French will have is going to be over here. They're going to give it to the cavalry way over here on this other side of the board. Salam is going to get the attack orders. And then for the British, they no longer have Ackland, so they don't get to roll. But Bowes is going to get 1, and then Nightingale's going to get the other. So that's that. And then we have the French can roll for initiative with their leaders. So we'll start with the Saône right here. So he's got a 2, and if we add who knows plus 2, I've got a 4, so less than a 4. Roll a 0. So they've got an order here, which is attack order. For them, really the reserve order, which, they're not going to go first. So they might as well just have the attack order. And then we have Kellerman. Let's put this back. Kellerman's got a 3, so less than a 3. We roll another 0. So Kellerman has an order. We go over here to Delabord. Okay, over here. He has a 3, but we're going to give who knows command initiative to him, which gives him a 5 or less. So basically he's got to get less than a 5, be a 4 or less, and roll a 4. So they have attack orders. And let's see here. Domise is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everybody else has got orders. So we can jump right into the British players' turn. Start with the recovery segment, which is the rally phase. They don't have cavalry, and the artillery resupply phase. So let's start over here with the recovery phase. We'll start with that one. -5, 22, so they're not going to recover anything. This unit here will get a +2, -5, so they've got a -3. 51, so they're going to recover. And then this unit here, disordered, -5. 74, they recover. This unit here is shaken, -10. 23, they stay shaken. This unit here with Nightingale, so that's a -5 + 4 is going to be a -1. A 17, they're going to stay disordered. Then this unit here is, it has the yellow disc, is shaken. A 19, they stay shaken. This unit here, disordered, -5. 17, they stay shaken, or disordered. This broken unit back here, Wellesley's with. +6, -15 is a -9. 25. So they will just keep going. 1, 2, 3. And they're routed now. Okay. Let's see here. Their other units here are all in a zone of control, one way or the other. Except when we go way over here. Excuse me. So here, Crawford +3 -5 is going to be a -2. Ooh, they rolled an 8. Wow. Some bad rolling. This unit, -5. 66 -5, 61. Okay, so they recovered. This shaken unit here, that's where we put the green jacket on top. 46 -10 is 36, so that was a good decision. And I should have, I did put that. So that there's -10 +1 is -9. 27, they stay shaken. On a very good roll there. Here we've got +5 -5, 80. So they're going to recover. This unit here, it's in square. -5, 59. They recover. Okay. Okay. So now we check the artillery resupply. So we got this unit. 8 or 9, got a 4. This unit. 8. So they get resupplied. Okay. And we got this one. 7, so no. Okay. So now we come back over here to see about fire segment. So we've got, let's see, no skirmisher here, no skirmisher there. We don't have one here. We've got one here. This one. You can fire into this one's flank. So that's what he'll do. Well, it's not his flank. Okay. But still, he's in column. So it'll be a strength of 1. 72. Morale check. Okay, they've got a roll of 69. They're going to pass. Okay. Then we have that unit. We'll be able to fire at this unit, or they are an SCD with rifles, so they could go 3 away. 1, 2, 3. This is in line here. Or here. I think we're going to fire here. Strength of 2. -1. So it'll be just a strength of 1. 83. Morale check. 81. They're going to pass. So now we move to there. Let's get a skirmisher. He's going to have a strength of 2, -1, -1 here, so it is 0, but in column, so it'll be a strength of 1. 21 is no effect. And we move to that one. To this unit. They have a strength of 5. Skirmisher and in shrub. So that's -1, -1. But he's in column. So it's just going to be -1. So they'll have a strength of 4. 16 is no effect. And that's some poor rolling. Skirmisher here. This unit is in scrub, so that's going to be at 0, but then they're in column, so that'll be a strength of 1. 27 is no effect. Then we have this unit firing here. Okay, strength of 2, disordered, so that's -1. This unit is in shrub, that's -1, so they're at 0. In column, so that's a 1, strength of 1. Ooh, 91. Be a morale check -10. They're at disordered, so that's -15. They rolled a 38, so they will fail, which means they're going to be shaken and forced back 1 hex. Okay, then we have this unit here firing here. Okay, and that's that artillery unit. They're disordered, so that's -1, but they're in canister range, that's +3, and let's see, they have a skirmisher, so -1. And they're in column, that's +1. So it's going to be a strength of 3. 64 morale check. And they rolled an 87, so they're going to pass. They're going to be fired on by several units here. This unit here, it's shaken. It has a skirmisher. So they're going to be at 0. Skirmisher, column, still 0. 24 is no effect. Then we have that unit there who's in column, shaken, that'll be 0. But they're firing into their flank. No, they're not firing into their flank. 25, no effect. We have this unit who's in column, firing into their flank. So, strength of 1, -1 for shaken, so they're at 0. The skirmisher's out front, so that's not going to affect, but they're in column, so that's +1. And then they're firing into their flank, so that's +2 more, so total of 3. Rolled a 10, no effect. All right. So now we've got this stack here that's in column because they're in that village. Strength of 1, and they're in SED. So -2, so they're at -1, but they're in column, so we're not 0. 18, no effect. Okay. Now we go to this unit that's got an SED. Skirmisher. They're going to fire right here at this skirmisher. So they're at 0, but in column, so that'll be a strength of 1. '63 morale check. Defenders rolled a 82, so they're going to pass. And then we have this skirmisher here. They're going to fire here at this cavalry. This cavalry here is a +1. So that'll be a strength of 2. 51. It's going to morale check. They rolled a 78. They're going to pass. Then we have this SED unit here. Strength of 2. Disordered, so -1. Strength of 1. You get to add 1 for firing at cavalry. So they got a strength of 2. 6, no effect. And let's see here. They're in column. Okay. Here's an SED, but he only has a range of 2, so he's not close enough to anyone. Okay. So now we have the non-facing players artillery fire. So we've got this unit here. And so they're going to fire at this unit. That's canister. They got skirmishers. They start out 4. It's ordered -1, so they're at 3. Skirmisher -1, so they're at 2. Canister gives them +3, so they've got a strength of 5. 66. It's going to be morale check -10. And 68, they're going to pass. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. All right, so here they're going to fire. They're going to fire here. So we've got these 2 artillery units are going to fire. That's strength of 4. 1, 2, 3 against this stack of units here in column in that village hex. So the village hex is going to be a -1. They're in column, so that's a +1. So that evens out. So it'll just be the strength of 4. Ooh, 0, 0, 0. So that puts them at ammo low. Okay. Now we do have, let's see, over here, there's a artillery unit right here. Okay. And so they can either fire here or they can fire at Nightingale there. I think they're going to fire at, so they could actually turn. And fire right there. The Somme. I also have Delabord. I got to go back to Delabord in a minute. Right here. There's artillery there. So they're going to fire at where Nightingale's at. So there's no skirmisher there. They've got a strength of 2, but they're shaken. So they have a strength of 1. Canisters +3, so they're at 4. Strength of 4. 41 is a morale check, and they fail their morale check. I rolled a 6. They have a -5, so that would be a 1. So they're going to be shaken and forced back. Okay. Now let's go back over to Delabord. Okay, now Delabord, right there, can fire at this unit here that's going to have its flank exposed. So that artillery has a strength of 4. Delabord adds +2, so that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The skirmisher out here, so that's 6 plus 2 more is 8. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's still effective. So we're looking at 8. Oh, a 14 at 8. Wow. Morale check. And they passed. They rolled a 74. So, wow. What a loss of an opportunity there. Okay. So now we come back over here. And we have the movement. So let me see. I want to check to see what happens. Routed unit. Okay, if they are assaulted or charged, they're going to be eliminated. Broken units, so assaulted or charged, enter the rout morale state. So you could basically, they can use this unit here. It's SED unit. It's Bows's with. He can flip over. Trying to see here. Let's see what these SCD units can do. Well, they can just change. They can go back to this state so that I can use them to attack this routed unit. So that would cost 2 for the formation change. 2. And then they're in column 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're going to assault. And then this unit here will turn and go 1, 2, 3, 4 to assault this unit. And even though they're shaking, they're still going to assault. And I don't have to worry about them actually going through the whole assault because this unit's just going to rout. So we've got oops. So I've got this unit here. So they can go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right there. And then this unit still turn this way. One, 2, 3. Turn here and go right there. Now, when he does that, I have bowls go right here. When he goes right there to assault, he's going to get fired on by this artillery unit. Strength of 2, -1 for being shaken. So he's got a strength of 1. But then he has +3 for canister. So 4, strength of 4. 66. It's going to be a morale check -10. But they rolled an 84, so he'll pass. Okay. All right, so now we had this unit here was in command. So he'll be brought around over here, I think. That or let's see. You can move 7. Yeah. think he just wants to move up here and be ready to move forward. So 1, 2, 3, and he'll go ahead and turn over in case. So, all right, now let's take a look at what Nightingale's going to do. So this one's going to get rid of his skirmisher. And he's going to go right in here. And when he does, he's going to get fired on by this skirmisher here. Strength of 3, -1. So strength of 2. Six, no effect. Okay. He could have attempted. He could have went with a assault. You'll have a -3, but he's not going to go to cold steel. He's just trying to. He's not going to have to worry about cold steel. So he wants to get up there and use his firepower. So yeah, he's going to do that. And let's see, this unit here might as well move up here. Okay, 1. And from right here, this guy can fire this artillery here. Can fire on this unit. So that'll be steel canister. Strength is 2 -1, so they have a strength of 1 +3. Strength of 4. 79. So to be a morale check -10, they rolled a 43. So they're going to have a -20. They're going to fail, which is going to cause them to break. One, two, three. This unit here is going to move 1 to right there. So if he just stops there, artillery can't fire on him. Now this artillery unit back here is Nightingale's. So 1, 2, 3, right there. Wellesley wants to get back here to help rally this unit. That should be there. I don't think, I really don't have anybody else back there that I'm going to move. This unit here, it's going to move up this way. 1, 2, 3, as far as it can move. So we just come back to here where we have these assaults. So this would be a pink assault here. So this means this unit is gone. Okay, and then this unit would just move into that hex. So this unit's eliminated. And there it is. And then this unit here, assaulted, they're going to route and move back 3. One, 2, 3, which allows this unit then to move into here. So okay, so now we've got these guys, both of these, attacking, assaulting here. So, assault. This artillery unit. Okay, so we'll go with this one first. We've got to check their morale. We got a -5, +2 is a -3. 61 they passed. This one over here, same thing. Oh, they rolled a 6. So they are going to be disordered. They don't get well-directed fire. And then the defender, they're being okay, so it's assaulting X over the first, so that's -10. Assaulted from a flank hex, -20, -30. Okay, so -30. 39, so they're gonna, and they're already at shaken, so they're gonna rout. I mean, they're gonna break, which means the artillery unit is gonna be taken, captured. Okay. This unit here is going to break, okay, with Lassonde and go right over the top of these guys. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have to roll for these guys here. They're shaken. -10. They rolled a 62, so they passed. But they're still shaken. And then somebody here, one of these two will get to move in to this hex. So let's have it this one. This other one will stay there. Like that. Pick this up now. Okay. All right, then we look at this other assault. Right here against here. Okay, we've got the assault. They're shaken. This unit is disordered, and they've got a skirmisher. Okay. So the attacker has to roll first. Okay. So they've got -10 for being shaken. They rolled a 10. So they failed. And they're going to end up breaking. So they fall back. 3. 1, 2, 3. And these guys don't even have to roll. Okay. That's all of that. So, so now we have the French phase. So we'll start with their rally phase, cavalry recovery, and artillery resupply. So this unit can't attempt to recover because they're in an enemy zone of control, which is this unit. This unit can't do that either. None of these units can. This unit here can, but first we got this broken unit. Okay, the zone's +5. We got So this unit here, so it's minus 10. They rolled a 62, becomes a 52. So they will recover, and they're shaken. Okay. Then we go to this routed unit right here. Pull that back. So routed Petit. They got the top unit. So that's minus 20 plus 2. So that's minus 18. They rolled a 17. So they're both gone. That's two battalions. Strong battalions. That's 13 strength points that are gone. And there's only one battalion left of the 2nd Division. So, okay, move to this right here. We got who know is plus 10, minus 20, so we're at minus 10. 13, they're gone. Who knows, not even able to keep them around. So that's another loss. 270. Okay. Let's go to that unit. Shaken. It's minus 10. 61. So they go to disordered. What do I have here? Anything? No. I'm still using these stinking discs. Got this unit here now. Minus 5. 96, so they passed. Okay, so we've got this shaken unit here. This one, minus 10. 47 becomes 37. We can actually go to there. Let's see, 1, 1. Okay. He's in a zone control. Let's go back to that unit back here. 76. So they're just disordered now. Who is this? 2-1? I think he's, yeah. he's out of command. We're shaken here. -10. 49 plus 6, so he would go to just disordered. So he's disordered. -5. 41, he's gonna stay. Yeah. 40, yeah. He's gonna stay disordered. It's here. -5. He stays disordered. Rolled up 18. Okay, here we're going to remove one of the spent markers. -10. 28. So he stays shaken. This unit here. -10. 21. He stays shaken. This cavalry unit here. -5. 55. He's going to pass. Okay, we'll go back here. '63, he'll pass. Okay, this one can actually do it this way. -10 plus 2 is -8. 95. Okay, this one here. -5. 79. This one. Let's remove a spent marker. So we've got -10 plus 2 is a -8. 97. So it's just disordered. Okay. Now, let's go back to our artillery resupply. 3, so no there. Guess that's it. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So now we've got the fire segment. Let's see what we got. Okay, he's facing here and here. This guy's only targets here, here, here. So we can move it there. So we got that target, that unit there. firing here. They're in the open. It's a skirmisher. Strength of 3. Disordered, so -1, so strength of 2. And, ooh, that's a strength of 8. 8 there. The target is 8, so that's +1. So that's a strength of 3. A 4. So no effect. We go to here. Skirmisher strength of 3. -1, so 2. 6. No effect. This unit, strength of only 1. Firing there is going to be 0. $70. So have some morale check. Defender rolled a 97, so they're okay there. Okay, here, skirmisher 1, firing right here into these guys. They've got a skirmisher. He's 0, strength of 0. 72, that's a morale check, and they rolled a 78, so they passed. Okay. They don't have a skirmisher. This guy's got an SCD. I guess, yeah, so the strength of 2. He's firing at this unit in the village. So right here, SED, strength of 2, disordered, so that's -1, so strength of 1, firing into this village that has a unit and column, but the village cancels out the column +1, so we're looking at just a strength of 1. 98, geez. Morale check -10, and the defender rolled a 95, so they're going to pass. Okay, we're going to go with this artillery right here. Delabord. So Delabord is firing at this same target he fired at earlier during the British turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a strength of 4 plus 2 for Delabord plus the flank infilade. So that's 6, 7, 8. All right, so 58 at 8 is going to be morale check -10. They rolled at 12, so they're going to fail, which means they're going to be disordered. Okay. And then this artillery unit is going to fire at this unit. Let's see. It's going to be a strength of 4. There's 2 and 2 there. Oops. Strength of 4 right here, and they've got a skirmisher, so they're actually firing through this hex, so there'll be a strength of 3. Ooh, 98 is going to be a step loss, and to morale check -15. So that'll just eliminate that unit. And that's the last of Ackland's bunch. Okay. So then we have this unit with a skirmisher firing here. 1, 2. They've got a skirmisher. So that'll be a strength of 0. $69. Morale check. 95 is a pass. This unit here firing right there. So strength of 4, -1 for being disordered. So a strength of 3, firing into that I got skirmishers there, so that'll be strength of 2, but then it's canister plus 3, so strength of 5. 46. Okay, it's just a morale check. They rolled a 29. -5. They're going to fail. So they're going to be shaken and forced back to there. Okay. All right. That's it. And now we look for the British artillery, and there's just, I think this one that's going to have a target. Which is this one here. And they've got a strength of 1. They're disordered, so they're at 0, but they're in canister here. They do have skirmishers, and they're in column. So it's going to be a strength of 3. 6. So that's going to cause ammo low for that. Okay. Okay. Now we can pull back. Don't have anything else besides now we have movement. So these guys are just going to turn. Well, I guess they can actually turn. Let's see, they just have to turn like that. If they really wanted to, they'd just turn like this. Like that. These guys will turn like so. Pettit. So I guess he needs to turn. He needs to turn. March over here. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. We'll put who know. This guy here, he's out of command, so he can move 4. So we're going to turn him this way and have him head this way. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's who know will join him. And of course, he's out of command. So Delabord, this unit here, I guess he could. What's his range? 2, 1, 2. He's out of range, so that guy's also out of command. So this guy is out of command. So I guess he'll move up to here and here. That guy could have an SED. He needs to switch that. Move that right there. This guy needs a skirmisher. He'll throw one out. This guy will throw out a skirmisher. Let's see here. Low ammo. Who's this? Who's under here? Vimeiro. This, he's going to prolong. To there. Vimeiro. See. All right, so this guy here, he's going to move to here and assault. But this guy's skirmisher fires on him. A 0, so no effect. He rolled a 5. So we've got an assault there. This guy's going to prolong to here. And Vimeiro is going to move over, drop off the skirmisher. He's going to move over here and stack with this artillery. Get rid of that. Okay, so this guy here, let's see, Vimeiro was here. His range was 3. Okay, so he was in he was in range. So he's going to turn, come back this way. 1, 2, 3. Well, he'll just come back here. These guys want to turn like that. All right, so over here with the cavalry, they're all in command. So we're going to have a charge. This one's going to charge. This one's going to charge. These guys, Weiss and his bunch, are going to turn and go to the other, toward the other flank. So, let's see, that's, okay, so, battle cavalry, 12. Cost 2 for cavalry to go up or down. So let's pull back here. See how far they can get. And that dry stream bed is +1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Stream bed is 7. And then down is 8, 9, 10. And then that's where they'd have to stop. But they're in line, so they don't want to go much more than 10. And then Weiss, light cavalry is 14. They can move 14. So turn. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8. I think they stop right there. They don't want to go any further than that. What is this here? Is this, yeah. Okay, so they turn, and they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they go to there. Okay. And let's see, he wants to, he can attack here. Yeah, why not? He'll charge. He'll charge. So I have that one will charge as well. So we've got 2 assaults, 3 charges.